Dear Slab City Diary, December 19th, 2024. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending where you're watching me from. Just a little video of the terrain in front of my house. I know people would really love to know what this feels like when you walk on it under your feet. And yes, it makes the most satisfying feeling when it crumbles under your feet. This is a wash in the desert. Came from that way. I wonder how it finds its path, like why right here does it turn? I wonder about a lot of things, but over there's my house. It's just a fun little walk, and every time you get to one of these, it's like a bonus. Yeah, goes this way a little bit. Of course, this is all below sea level too, so I forget how far we are. 100 feet or just over 100 feet below sea level here. Little crater hole. There's a lot of little crater holes. Yeah. So that's what it looks like. And of course, eventually, a gorgeous sunrise is going to happen over there. I lost my stuff somewhere. Let's see, somewhere over here. Somewhere over here is my breakfast. We'll follow the wash back. How's that? We don't trip first. La-ti-da, la-ti-da. Lots of cool rocks out here too. One of these days, I'm gonna be like, do like Angie, and my ADD is gonna thoroughly kick in. I'm gonna go rock collecting. Some pieces of sandstone. I mean, it's weird to see rocks with holes in it, you know? And if you just keep rubbing these rocks or get them wet, they'll just dissolve. Weird. Only in the desert. Well, maybe not only, but right now in this desert, I hope to never see water rushing through this wash ever. Oh, look at this one. It looks like ribbon candy. It looks like a big strip of ribbon candy. Oh yeah. You know you want to. There's breakfast. But unfortunately, you're not going to get to see this video till after that other one, so you don't get to see what the theme was ahead of time. Not that it's a big deal, but Isn't it gorgeous? It's the four-wheeler path. This is the road. Well, it could be any path, doesn't have to be a four-wheeler. It could be anything you want to drive through here. And yes, since you waited and watched this whole video, we'll give you a glimpse of your favorite. There's all kinds of stuff out here. It's an ever-changing landscape, so virtually every time you come out here, the wind has blown something, moved the dirt, the sand, something new is exposed. It's like going to the same adventure park every year, but they get new rides for you to try instead of the same old rides. Look at this cool pieces of sandstone. It looks like this big under here, but chances are it's like this big underneath there. That's the other thing about these rocks, that they sound hollow. Does that sound normal to you? This is just compressed sand. Yeah. Isn't that cool? Maybe you don't find it as cool as I do, but maybe you're used to sandstone. Where I'm from, we don't have sandstone. I've never seen sandstone before. I don't even think I saw a picture of sandstone. So, but yeah, see how big this probably is? Here's some over here, and then who knows, this is probably part of it. So it's at least a couple feet long under there, you know? One day, look, it goes way over here too. This is likely all one big piece. There's a piece of it jutting out. It's just like all those used to be under the water millions of years ago, however long ago it was. They're those little things to me. Look at this sweet rock. It's a weird thing for a rock to form. Oh, there we go. See, this is a rock. Normal rock. Sandstone. Sound like a hollow in there. Probably because it's full of holes like the outside. Here's a really cool spot. That the sand, there's a piece of sandstone right there. This has been down here, under here, for a minimum of hundreds of thousands of years, if not millions. This is a piece of sandstone. You can see all the layers. That didn't happen overnight, you know. It reminds me of driving in places, through mountainous places out back east, where, I mean, that's such a cool formation of rock. It reminds me of back east when they would cut through mountainsides to make a roadway go through. And once they break them off, you can see that all the different layers of the mountain. Someone was dragging something out through here. It went a long ways. You never know what you're going to find out here. I mean, you could spend days here and I don't know, just looking for cool stones. You know, this area has all these tiny stones, bigger stones, big pieces of sandstone. There's a big clump of sandstone. You can see the layers. That is so cool. So neat. Maybe I'm over fascinated. It's just not normal for me to find rocks with holes in them. But yeah, let me take a little bit farther. Look how thin this rock is. It's thinner than my pinky. See, that's crazy. It's like a plate. It's neat. It would be a keeper. Can't put it in my pocket, but it's amazing out here. Off in the distance, Slab City proper. Off in the distance, gorgeous sunrises waiting to happen. Found another flat stone. I know, I'm a weirdo. It's like Family Guy when they're walking around going, ooh, piece of candy, ooh, piece of candy, ooh, piece of candy. That's what this is. Oop. I mean, if you watch this back and looked close enough at, could look close enough at some of them, like this little rock here caught my eye. There's this little extra fingertip in the way. Like it's the layers. It's like in time what happened from this reddish brownish part to this grayish part? What point in time was this? Neil deGrasse Tyson, hashtag Neil deGrasse Tyson, and ask him when this happened. He's got a timeline that will tell us. I'm telling you, I watched the cosmos. He's the one to know. Yeah. I'm getting a little long-winded, but I wanted to make something more than 1 minute long. Then I gotta go back and find where the heck I was supposed to sit and eat my tripping over pieces of sandstone now. In the middle of the desert, you can still just trip over them. It's crazy. And I don't know what you think is beautiful, but I find these trees beautiful to me. I mean, they're not green right now, but I've seen pictures of them when they're green. On all this is green, and it looks amazing. You know, although it takes flooding for that to happen, which I hope doesn't occur, but I hope to get to see them when they're green. They're just such cool looking scraggly trees surviving in the desert. You know, was this tree something different when this was covered in water? No, but gives you a sense, kind of makes you, if you can scale yourself down like you're in the bottom of an aquarium to the scale of the aquarium, these would be all those little bushes that you plop down in there for your fish to swim around in on the bottom of your tank. Just there's no water. Look at this rock. It's almost practically red. It's right next to this piece of trash, spongy cord, but look at this rock. When you clean this thing off, where else do you find rocks that look like this? That's a keeper. It's red. What makes rocks red? Anybody in the comments? Anybody want to comment down below if they know why, what makes stones turn red? Let me know. As I stand right next to critter holes. I gotta go find, I found it. Look at this one. If you could zoom in, you could make like a miniature Star Wars movie. Sorry for the bad special effects. Isn't that cool? Whatever critter's in there built this cave down here in this little hole. You can see all those layers too. Under the desert, desert, and below the desert. Neat. Before I lose my rocks, we gotta get over to the chair. Alright people, this is gonna conclude this not real. Well, it's real, but not natural. There's a lot of not natural stuff here, but you know. Here we go. Back to the stony part again. The sand's completely different here. Cool looking piece of sandstone. But then you've got big chunks of concrete or cement that are out here that, you know, this might not even, this isn't concrete. I don't know what this is. Maybe it is. Well, I'll dig it up, but it's weird. Sun's coming up. There it is. There it is. Salvation Mountain. In fact, everybody that watches this, you should make at least one trip out here. Check it out. Anyways, everybody have a great day wherever you are. Brian out.